Hello guys, welcome back to another feature introduction tutorial. Today's feature is boundary. I will be graphing with the Xmind desktop version and show you how to use boundary with few examples. Boundary is listed on the top of the navigation bar. It can be used to group subtopics within a closed area to categorize and organize your content. I've pre-graphed a map here introducing 4 types of ukuleles: soprano, concert, tenor, and baritone. Do you play ukulele? I love playing with it. Easy to pick up and so much fun. Here, I'm going to simply categorize these 4 types into 2 groups by using boundaries. I'm selecting the first 2 types and add a boundary around them to categorize that these are recommended for beginners. You can either double-click the boundary line or click the line and press the space bar to enter the text for the boundary line. I am also grouping the 2 on the right, recommended for advanced level. Now, this ukulele map is well organized into 2 groups, clear for anyone to read and digest. In the next example, I wish to map a nice-looking polenta recipe. There are 3 sections, including tools, ingredients, and steps. Of course, here you can always customize the shape and color of your floating topics. After entering all the information, I want my recipe to be more structured and visually pleasing, and boundary feature will help. I can group each section and add a boundary line around it to make 3 sections more independent from each other. Adjusting the positions here. Don't forget, boundary is customizable as well. Here, I am selecting a boundary line, changing its line style and color to make it stand up more, while making the words bigger and picking a new font to give a traditional look. I hope you enjoyed today's video and learned something new about the boundary feature. Open your Xmind and play with it more. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!